what's up, you fools? Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel, and welcome back to the ESC United expert panel. And we're discussing all the songs from the Eurovision 2020 season, 41 of them. Today, I'm bringing along Melanie, James, and Roy. The four of us will discuss Austria. Austria, once again, ever since 2014, when Conchita Wurst just blew us all away, they decided, except 2015, I think, at the national final. No, in 2016, I'm lying. See, I just so much going on. Like for the past few years, at least, they have done a internal selection, and they chose Vincent Bueno, who previously took part in the national final, and the song "Alive."
You make me feel alive. You make me feel like I'm alive again, alive again. Only you can make me feel alive again, alive again.
All right, so let's talk this through. Do we like it? Do we not? And what are our scores? First, I would love to hear from you, Roy. What are your thoughts on the Austrian song?
Yeah, this title says it all. This is really alive for me. It's nice, it's funky, it has a good rhythm to it, has a good flow to it. It's just something that you cannot really hate, I think. I think this would have done phenomenally in the contest. It had a lot of staging potential. And yeah, it's just an overall piece that I really enjoy listening to. And I would occasionally just put up to just have a bit of a dance breakdown in my apartment. So massive thumbs up from me for Austria this year.
All right, to the point from Roy, a good thumbs up from him. James, what are your thoughts?
Well, first off, what in the hootenanny are fire shots that he keeps singing about? I'll give you fire shots. Is it like a chug of Jägermeister or something? I don't know.
I never thought. Yeah, you're right. I never even thought of that.
But despite coming out on that note, I do like the song. It's nice. It's funky. The lad is a great singer, and as you can tell in the video and in prior live performances, a phenomenal dancer too. I don't think you could be a star in the Philippines to be a terrible dancer. I don't think that's possible, but I really do like the song. My only downside to it, and that's more of the song's composition, I struggle to remember it hours afterwards. It's one of the more forgettable songs for me, and it's hard to express that considering what at the time I'm listening to it, I'm having a great time. But right now I'm struggling to think with how the melody goes in it. So that's my only quibble with the song. But overall, enjoyable 3 minutes. And as Roy said, this would have probably been a killer production on stage.
Okay, interesting. So this is a very interesting one for me to discuss because if I were on a Eurovision jury, like at Eurovision, right, I had a very objective approach, or at least I would try, and I would give this a good amount of points just based on the composition, a lot of stuff. From a personal perspective though, I don't think I would give it any points at Eurovision. It's just one of those weird things, like I can appreciate the quality yet not have any connection with it. I don't always like doing celebrity comparisons, we all do, yet we do it anyway. Yes, it gives a little bit of a Bruno Mars vibe, and it's good. It's modern, it's quite good, it's contemporary. It's just not my kind of music. And I think, James, you absolutely got it right when you said it's a problem that's also, I don't remember it a whole lot once it's over. I remember like, alive, da, da. You know, that's about, I remember, not a whole lot. I have a hard time just really getting into this, and I'm trying. He's a competent singer, again, slick production, and I'm almost certain that Austria would have been absolutely, once again, been a jury pleaser. And I'm not sure about the televoters for the reason I just mentioned, not just because of my taste, but I do think there is a lack of like that memorable moment, the hook, just that surprise moment that really makes it like, okay, I remember this one. Can't really more elaborate or pinpoint on why it's not for me. I guess melodically it's just not grabbing. I just wish there would have been a more elaborate arrangement, I guess. That's my thinking here. So I'm not as into it as some of the other songs in the running. How about you, Melanie?
Yeah, for me the song is such a bop, you know. The beat's infectious, funky, and when I heard it, you want to dance immediately. What also surprised me is that I really like the lyrics for an upbeat song. And I don't mean then you make it feel like pop, but more like the sentence, behind a wall of egos, there is a hidden hero in us. it's almost tattoo-worthy, It's a great lyric. The chorus itself is a little bit disappointing. When I first heard it, it really builds to a climax, but then the chorus drops in, and it isn't the spark you expected to prepare those fire shots you're talking about, James. Also, the ending feels very sudden. It's like, it ends. Okay. Okay. It's a great song, and I was really curious how they will bring it on stage, because I think Austria will kill it with a nice staging, but sadly we will never see it.
I know, it's sad. But at the least we can do is share our scores and see where it ranks with the ESC United team. And Roy is up first. Your score from either a 10 super high to 1 really low. What did you give it?
Well, obviously after my remarks, it won't be very low. It's not like it's just under my top 10. I think it's really enjoyable to listen to, and I can really just dance to it, lovely in my little apartment like a maniac. But I gave it a 7.5, and I think that is more than fair for this song.
All right, 7.5 coming from Roy. James.
Oh, that's kind of weird. I sounded like a grouch on my description. I'm also giving it a 7.5. Mostly because I'm thinking of giving it a score in the moment. So, I assign myself the score based right after the 3 minutes I listened to, rather than thinking back hours later. I probably would have given it a lower score if I was thinking back on it hours later. But it's an enjoyable, fun song, but outside of my top 10 as well, hence 7.5.
Okay, so yeah, I tried to do like some kind of ranking on mine. I'm really sucking at it, and the more I put more songs in, the lower and lower Austria was. So it is actually technically, looking at my own personal taste, one of the songs that I least listen to. And I think it would be unfair to give it like an average score if it's really significantly lower than my average song ranking. So I will have to give it a low score of 4, unfortunately, because it's just one of the songs I least connect with this year. And it's weird because I do appreciate what it is. That's why it's not like a 2 or 3, but I have to consider my personal taste, and I'm just not into this at all. So that's why I'm giving it 4. Melanie.
As I said, I love the song. It's a great song. It makes me dance. I listen to it, great a lot. I only miss some kind of spark in it to really have it high on my list. So I give it a 7.
Okay, 7 points from Melanie. And now it's time to mix them all up, add the rest of the team, and give you the team average of ESC United. And Austria receives 5.60. So 5.60. I'd love to go to you, Roy, because this was you.
Yeah.
So you were expecting something higher?
Well, that is really low, isn't it? 5.60.
It's not impressive, no.
No, I definitely expected this to be higher. I expected this to be one of the songs that's also like, oh, people like it, but nobody really hates it. This is really surprising to me. Maybe the most surprising so far on any of these panel videos for me.
Yes, interesting. Yeah, I as the low pointer here on this group, I mean, I was not too surprised, but again, I'm coming from a place where I'm not into it. I think a lot of people share my sentiment quite a bit, that there is just the spark is missing. I think even though James likes it a lot better than the average, he makes the points that he raised were very valid, and it's represented in the scores because people have a problem really connecting with it and remembering it. And I think that what brings down the score by quite a bit. So I thought it's going to be around that. I thought it may have a shot of breaking the 6 mark, but not much more than that. What do you think, James?
There's always one every year that people don't really have anything objectively horrible to say about, but just ends up in the dreaded zone of indifference. Yeah. A sort of nice song, but it would die a death in the semi-final. And I suspect that for all the efforts they put in, unless they pulled out all the stuff on the staging, this probably would not have been a qualifier based on just the scores it's getting. So, right in the zone of indifference. So, but yeah, a 5.4 after having 5.6 after having a good time listening to it for 3 minutes. Yeah, that does seem quite a bit unfair and low. Yeah.
No, I get it, and that's why we do this. This is only the opinion of the ESC United overall average thingy, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about. Here is the actual scoreboard as of right now to see. You can see where Austria falls overall, and let us know what your thoughts are. You think this is about right, 5.60? Are you more on Team James and Roy, that it should be at least 7 or up? Or are you more like, yeah, Mac got it right? Or maybe even higher, because maybe it should be a 10. You know, I'm sure there are people out there who love it that a whole lot. Any opinion is appreciated. We love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe to our channel because more videos to come. So, gotta move on. Have a good day. Bye!